Schlockmeister fans, we're going to take a look at the Blu-ray for Cathy's Curse. Let's check it out.
Mommy's gone. She's taking George with her.
It's
Your mother's a bitch. She'll pay for what she did to you.
1947. That's a little girl named Laura. Well, Laura and her dad get into a car accident. And they burn to death. 30 years later.
Tell me, how old is the child?
Oh, she'd be 8. Yeah, 8, I think.
The brother we didn't see, George, is coming home with his family to stay in the family home. George's wife is a little unstable.
Hello, madam, and welcome home.
And that's their daughter, Cathy, age 8.
Our house now. You know, I only lived here until I was 4. My one real attachment was that figurine. Now,
Cathy's rooting around in the attic and she finds this old doll.
Why don't you want to see anymore?
And when she turns around, she's going to find this old photo of Laura, her aunt, the girl who burned in the fire in 1947.
How about accidents? Okay, you'll be the little girl, and your father's taking you for a ride.
She's found some friends.
Okay, you be your daddy. Me, are we gonna look for Mommy? Are we gonna look for Mommy? Don't talk to me about your mommy. All women are bitches, repeat. All women are bitches. Watch out, Daddy. There's a rabbit. No, Daddy, no.
She's gone, Daddy.
This is a medium in the house who's talking to the mom.
Wait a minute, and I'll make it stop hurting.
She's going to poke the girl in the eye. Or actually close to the eye. So Mommy and Daddy are trying to get intimate. There's some headbanging going on in Cathy's room.
What doll?
Cathy isn't quite herself anymore. There seems to be a possession going on. Next thing you know, that woman has a nasty thing happen to her. Strange things are happening by our little possessed girl.
I get it. I bet your father told you not to talk to me because he wanted me to rest, right? But I'm feeling much better now. Was the act?
She disappeared.
Cathy, you're starting to make me angry. I saw you. Do you hear me? I saw you there when Mary. It's no use trying to hide. I saw you there with my own two eyes.
And then the house shakes and Mom thinks she's having an episode. So Mom's going to the funny farm for a little while.
Mrs. Gimble. Hello, Cathy.
You know her?
Paul,
No.
Paul the
Of
caretaker.
course you do, Cathy. I was here last week with Mrs. Burton.
No!
She's kind of making Paul drink with her.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, bitch!
Fat whore.
Fat!
keeps giving him alcohol to drink. I don't know why. And those are snakes. In addition to snakes, we've also got rats and a tarantula. Remember that dog we saw earlier?
I've never seen anything like this. If you have no objections, I'd like to do an autopsy on her.
Won't be seeing Sneaker anymore.
Give it to me. Give it to me. I want to burn it. I want to put it in the incinerator now. Give it to me, Kathy. Give it to me, Kathy. Give it to me, Kathy. Give it to me, Kathy.
You shouldn't mess with Kathy. She has powers.
Give me that.
Take it. The loony bin, the madhouse. That dirty bitch left us, my father and me.
Leave this house and never come back.
I'm not sure who this woman is.
Never tell anyone what you've seen. Oh,
Kathy's hanging out down by the river, and she sees that in the water. Will she follow? She does, and she has to get rescued by her dad. Meanwhile, Mom is taking a bath when blood appears, and then there's slugs all over her. Which puts Mom on bed rest again under the watchful eye of Paul.
Paul, I'll be late. I don't think I'll be back before 1:30. Can you wait for me? How's my wife feeling?
She's sound asleep since you left.
Then later on, this happens to Paul. Mom then looks out the window and sees Kathy stalking Paul on the lawn with that doll of hers. And whatever happened, that was the end of Paul. Kathy looks similar.
My name is Laura.
Burned up in the fire. And when Mom tries to take that doll away, and then Dad comes home. Now, there's a connection between Laura, Kathy, and that doll. And that eye seems to be it. Because after all the glass breaks, Kathy is okay again.
Mommy.
And our film is done. Alright, let's talk about Cathy's Curse. This is a movie that I had in a couple of compilation DVDs over the years. And those of you who had this movie, you probably remember that the film quality of those prints was just awful. It was like this orange color. It was just shit. Now, Severin, wow. You did one hell of a job here on this Blu-ray. This thing looks fantastic. They cleaned this up. It looks great. There's a longer director's cut, 91 minutes long. I'm just in awe as how good this movie looks. Now, the movie itself, is it great? No, it's not great, but it's okay. It's about this little girl named Kathy. Actually, go backwards 30 years. In 1947, this guy comes home, finds his daughter all alone. Turns out Mom and the brother took off somewhere in the night, and Dad's all mad. All women are bitches, so he drives off with Laura, the girl. They get into a car accident and then die. They burn up. 30 years later, George, the brother of Laura, is moving back into the family homestead with his family, his unstable wife Vivian, and their daughter Kathy, who's 8 years old. Kathy finds this doll, which somehow gets connected to the ghost of Laura. Laura then possesses Kathy. Now, Laura, for whatever reason, is an angry bitch. And she makes bad things happen through Kathy. And she has a foul mouth where she's calling this other woman a whore and a fat cow and a bitch. And then she makes Paul, the caretaker, drink, and it's kind of strange. She makes statues explode, snakes and rats and tarantulas appear. Ultimately, she puts her mom in a loony bin, too. Ultimately, though, somehow it's found out that this doll is somehow psychically connected to Kathy, and the mom takes the doll's eyes out. The next thing you know, glass starts breaking everywhere, and Kathy is okay again. End of story. There you go. Anyway, like I said, this Blu-ray by Severin is fantastic. It looks so good. And there's a couple of extras on here. There's an interview with the director. There's also an interview with Kathy, the actress Randy Allen. This is the only movie she ever did. And she talks about it. It's like a 12-minute interview, which is actually pretty cool. She talks about some of the scenes and stuff. And she talks about how she discovered there was a cult following of this movie when she made her Facebook page. And if you look up the Facebook page that she found, you can actually find her comment. She talks about how she left a comment, and I actually found that actual comment. She doesn't go by the name Randy Allen anymore. It's like Ann Cairns, like C-A-R-N-S or something like that. Also, if you look on IMDb, you can see the address where this house was, where they filmed this movie. If you put that into Google, it'll show you a picture of a house, but it's the wrong house. But if you go to the street view image, you can recognize the street from the movie, and you can see the house is still there. Very recognizable. However, what's interesting, the house just to the east of the house in this movie is completely blurred on Google. Like there's something secret going on there. I don't know, but you can't see it. Now, if you do an aerial view, you can see the house a little bit, but street view, you cannot. It's completely blurred no matter what section you're looking at on the street. So I found that kind of interesting. Anyway, it's called Cathy's Curse. Like I said, Severin put this Blu-ray out, and it looks absolutely wonderful. I'm just shocked at how good it went from the print that they had to the print that we now have. So that's why I had to upgrade and get the Blu-ray. So check it out, Cathy's Curse. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below, and we'll watch it, and we'll talk about it together. Watch it. Bye.